All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, the hardship in Nigeria continues to get worse as we approach Christmas, and the cluelessness of the Tinubu regime is now clear for all to see. Over 85% of Nigerians are hungry as we speak. The number of out-of-school children continues to skyrocket, but all Tinubu could come up with is a tax reform that will see value-added tax rise from the 7.5% that it is already to 15%, subject to continuous upward review until 2030. This man is not only destroying now, he is destroying the future. A tax reform that will see Lagos State take about 60% of all the value-added tax in Nigeria. The man just has an insatiable hunger and unquenchable thirst for money and more money. That bill has now divided the APC greatly, and patriotic Nigerians are hoping it completely tears the party apart. But it is the saga of the lawyer and human rights activist Dele FAROTIMI that remains the major topic in the Nigerian political media space. It is now beginning to look like many supporters of Afe Babalola are now afraid that Mr. Dele FAROTIMI may have some big evidence against Afe Babalola. They have now started spinning the narrative, almost saying that even if Afe Babalola has done wrong, he should be pardoned because of his generosity. And few hours ago, the Attorney General of Ondo State, Kayode Ajulo, made a publication that divided Yorubas. He said the sacred Yoruba tradition protects Afe Babalola even if he has done wrong. But Yorubas descended heavily on him. They said to hell with him and that useless tradition that supports wrongdoing. And they began cursing him and other criminal Yoruba elders, including House on the Rock General Overseer, Pastor Paul Adefarasin, who came out to complain about the Tinubu regime after supporting Tinubu's emergence. Before I show you details of these updates and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you these videos. The first video here further exposes Afe Babalola, and this one is from Alhaji Yabagi. It is not even connected to anything that Dele FAROTIMI said. See this video.
Even the one you talk about, our crude oil in the facilities abroad, during Buhari's administration, I'm aware, 2 teams were sent to China. They came back and confirmed that we have crude oil there. Later, NNPC hired Afe Babalola to go on television, advertise on the papers that the whistleblower is a liar, that nothing like that happened.
You heard that. Now, this is not Dele FAROTIMI now. This is Alhaji Aliyu Yabagi telling us how Afe Babalola was hired to defend the theft of Nigerian crude oil. The massive theft of Nigerian crude oil. Afe Babalola was hired to defend it. And somebody is coming out to say because he is a generous man, because he is a philanthropist, he should be pardoned. No, it doesn't work that way. And this was the same useless argument some people put up during the 2023 presidential campaigns. They came out and said Tinubu has done so much. He has helped people. He has helped Fashola. He helped somebody. Meanwhile, if our system was working, most of those people they are saying he helped should even be in jail. You helped somebody to get to position to steal money. How is that help? And then a man is defending crude oil theft. That is to tell you that he also benefits from the loot. So after conniving with politicians to suck the treasury dry, you will now bring out some few millions to do some philanthropist work, and they start saying you are a hero. No, it doesn't work like that. And if a man has come out to point out his wrongdoings, then let them meet in court. But no, he went and abducted the man to prove everything that the man was saying. The next video here addresses an issue that should have been addressed a very long time ago: the numerous and baseless, meaningless checkpoints in the southeast. See the video.
On the final plenary for the week, presiding officers entered the chambers, exchanging pleasantries with their colleagues. Security concerns dominated discussions as a member highlighted the proliferation of checkpoints by security agencies, including the Army, police, and the Federal Road Safety Corps. Notably, the 100-kilometer stretch between Onitsha and Enugu reportedly has 28 checkpoints, spaced roughly 3.7 kilometers apart.
The House knows that the mountain of numerous checkpoints along expressway violates the constitutional right of Nigerian citizens to free movement as enshrined in Section 41 of 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. It is also a direct affront to the dignity of the people, particularly in the Southeast.
After a heated debate, the House reached a resolution on the matter as it mandated the relevant committees of the House to engage with security chiefs over the matter.
You saw that. What a funny country Nigeria is. 100 kilometers, 28 checkpoints. What is happening in the Southeast that you are doing all this? You move, look at the kind of military presence in the Southeast. And then these people are just sitting down there, the executives, the judiciary, everybody sitting down there, and they are seeing what is happening in northern Nigeria. These people in northern Nigeria, is it sawdust that is inside their brains or what? You claim to belong to a country that has military, and gunmen will come, spend hours raiding communities, move to another community, spend hours, give ultimatum, come on the days that they are promised to come, and nothing is happening. And you guys are all sitting down there. And then there is heavy military presence in another region where they don't even have 1/50 of the kind of insecurity going on in your own region. And this thing has been happening since the time of Buhari. This man came and continued. Northerners saw all these, and some of them still backed Muslim ticket. Some of them still said tribe and religion now be the main thing for election. This is why some people have concluded that Nigeria should just be divided, because the kind of madness that is going on in this country, it is inexplainable. Now, let us look at those updates that have become the major talking points in the Nigerian political media space. First, it was the House on the Rock General Overseer, Paul Adefarasin, who came out to complain about the harsh economic conditions of Nigeria right now. This was the same man that came out few days to the 2023 presidential election, and he said that, look, I know that Nigerians are expecting David, but Saul must come out before David. And by Saul, everybody knew he was referring to Tinubu. And Nigerians became so angry that how can you, a clergyman, knowing the situation of this country, come out and say this thing? And he said that thing few days after Sanwo-Olu visited him. Today, he's coming out to complain about the economy. He said he spent 8 times of the money he used to spend before to organize his show, The Experience. And Nigerians came down heavily on him. And the next update is that one from the Attorney General of Ondo State, Kayode Ajulo. You will not believe this man. An Attorney General of a state coming out to say that the sacred Yoruba tradition protects Afe Babalola from prosecution. Let's start by taking the update from Paul Adefarasin. Look at how the papers reported it. We spent 8 times more on organizing Experience 2024 than last year, Adefarasin reveals. The senior pastor of House on the Rock Church, Paul Adefarasin, has revealed that the depreciation of the naira has led to a significant economic downturn, causing the church to spend 8 times what it cost to organize Experience 19. He revealed this during a press briefing ahead of the Experience concert, which took place on Friday night in Lagos. Adefarasin emphasized the undeniable impact of the economic downturn, stating, "The Nigerian economy is getting tougher. It takes someone who believes in God to organize this. What we spent last year is now 8 times that amount this year because of the naira depreciation." He continued, "For 19 remarkable years we have gathered under the open skies of Tafawa Balewa Square and in countless homes across the world to partake in a divine encounter. The experience has transcended its beginnings as a local gathering, growing into a global phenomenon that bears witness to the unfailing faithfulness of God." Yes, of God. We hear you. But the Saul that you prophesied is there now. So don't come and talk about the economy. Olusegun Bakare here says, that's what Saul does to the economy, G pastor. And this tweet here says, call the name of the person that cost you spending 8 times your budget. Let me help you. His name is Saul. That was the Saul that he prophesied about, clergyman. And Annie Pascal here says, APC pastor they complain to, I wonder. Adewale here says, because Saul came before David, we are all learning economics together. In this experience, we will experience it together in various dimensions. That is it. It's just sad that he is still very rich, so he doesn't feel it. It's just the people that he misled following his evil doctrines. And this tweet here says, I want to ask, what effect does all these religious activities really have on us? The experience, Hallelujah Challenge, Ramadan fasting, pilgrimages, Shiloh and others. We do all these, yet we are so corrupt, evil, wicked, dubious. Does it mean we only proclaim with our lips? That is the issue. You know, sometimes we complain about religion, but I'm telling you, it is the people that practice it. Because if you open the Holy Bible, everything that is destroying this country today, the Holy Bible condemns it. So the people who practice it, they will get the swear with the Bible. These ones who swear with the Quran, they will not do the things that are inside. So it is the people, Nigerians, anything that we touch, we will perverse. I don't know how to describe the species of humans that God selected and put in this geographical space called Nigeria. And that is why many are saying they should just pieces it, because Nigeria has become a problem to the entire universe. And just as Nigerians were yet reacting to these updates, that bombshell dropped from the Attorney General of Ondo State, Kayode Ajulo. Look at how the papers reported it. Kayode Ajulo, sacred Yoruba tradition protects Afe Babalola from ridicule, corruption allegations. Are Afe Babalola CONSAN stands as a radiant beacon of the extraordinary in Nigeria, illuminating the paths of countless legal minds. His influence is profound, and as one of his beneficiaries, I often reflect on a pivotal moment during my National Youth Service in Abuja. In my earnest pursuit of a sterling legal career, I was fortunate to have Honorable Justice Olaseyinde Kumuyi, the esteemed former Chief Judge of Ondo, and my then Director of Civil Litigation at the Federal Ministry of Justice, advocate for my potential. With unwavering faith in my abilities, he chaperoned me to meet Are Afe at his office in Adamasingba, Ibadan, a gesture that exemplified his remarkable generosity. Are Afe directed me to his Chicken House office in Abuja, where I was mentored by Olumide Ayeni San, the then head of chambers at Afe Babalola's Emmanuel Chambers. His kindness extended beyond guidance. He gifted me a modest yet significant sum of money, instructing me to use it to clean my bib. This phrase, particularly when linked to a considerable amount for caring for a newly purchased starched bib, remains a delightful enigma, symbolizing support and encouragement. Though my time at Are Afe Babalola Emmanuel Chambers was brief and without formal remuneration, his visits to Abuja brought tokens of generosity that exceeded the annual earnings of many lawyers. He is a true guru and a master of the legal field. His courtroom advocacy resonates with the eloquence of a seasoned lecturer, and each of his written addresses reads like a seminar paper. It is deeply disheartening to witness unfounded accusations directed at him, disregarding our sacred Yoruba tradition of honoring our elders. To label an Ekiti man with allegations of corruption or theft without substantial evidence is a serious affront. We must cherish our community's icons and carefully protect those we hold dear. Are Afe Babalola is a luminary for Nigeria and the world. Such baseless claims tarnish his dignity and legacy. As we navigate this complex terrain, we must also remember that to err is human. Mistakes are inherent in our existence, and acknowledging this truth is crucial in our pursuit of justice. While accountability is essential, justice should mirror Are Afe Babalola's generosity spirit and be tempered with mercy. In the spirit of our rich traditions, Let us honor our elders and protect the integrity of our community, nurturing a legacy of respect, compassion, healing, and understanding that will inspire generations to come. Kayode Ajulo is the Attorney General of Ondo State. If you listen to that very well, the man first said that the allegations that Dele Farotimi leveled against Afe Babalola are without evidence and they don't have proofs. First of all, the man has not appeared in court, so you can't start talking about evidence. Then he went ahead to say that as we are navigating the complexity of all this, let us look at Afe Babalola's generosity. While we are trying to judge this matter, we should mirror his generosity. Then we should look at the sacred nature of the Yoruba traditions. They should respect elders. This is what an attorney general is coming out to put out as a public statement. We are talking about the law. You are saying elder. You are talking about generosity. That if he's coming to Abuja, he brings money to share to lawyers. Is that what should be coming out of your mouth? When you know that even armed robbers, they do charity. But Yorubas were not having it. They came down heavily on him because they felt that this man, Kayode Ajulo, the Attorney General of Ondo State, is a disgrace to the Yoruba race, saying that fairness, justice should be kept aside and they should consider somebody that is an elder and the sacred nature of Yoruba tradition. Dr. Oluwaseun here says, he helps me and he gives us money. Hence, he is a good man. Our thoughts and prayers are with the good people of Ondo State. If this is your Attorney General, then we have to pray for you people. And Gbemisola here says, now why them say we do Yoruba Ronu for Tinubu? Just imagine how my people now support criminals and dubious individuals. Ogun pie all of una. If una bring this rubbish to me, say because I be Yoruba, I must support arrant nonsense to Fiakwa. I'm telling you. And Adewale here says, my family and I are not part of your coven. People like Kayode are the reason we are where we are. And this tweet here by Oriaja Ogun says, count me out of that culture that shields a thieving elder from being accountable. We are not in 1860. Please, that is it. And Olatunji says, thank God Uncle Dele is Yoruba too. Things would have gone out of hand by now if he was Igbo. I am telling you. They would have totally turned everything to tribalism. The facts of the matter will not even be heard again. And Jide here says, what does the sacred tradition have to say about smuggling and narcotics? That is it. What do your traditions say about evil? Or the only thing your tradition says is to respect elders and to cover up for their crimes? What does it say about probing evil? And Olola Julo here says, even in 2024, where is your Omoluabi if you are doing something that shouldn't be heard or seen by children or younger generations? Omoluabi is also a central part of that tradition. Omoluabi talks about good behavior. How you should always be of good, exemplary behavior as a Yoruba man. You have pushed that one aside. They say that a man destroyed the whole justice system. You say he's a generous man. You say he used to give you money, so he should not be probed. What a shame. But I'm not shocked. This is the APC. This is what they have come to do, to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And this is how they will continue. Nigeria will keep getting worse in the hands of the APC. And that is why we keep telling Nigerians that if we desire to still have a country in the near future, then we must come together, cast our sentiments aside, and get the APC out of power. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news. Where una go like? Why? Because of una. Now I dey here, so don't go away. Don't go away. Sorry,